Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, Growler's Farm. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So as you might be able to see, I don't know if you can or not, our fields are ready to harvest over there. But before we do that, I've got some business I want to take care of. Let's grab this guy here. Look at the back of the shed, which I don't know why we're doing. I had a mod on here that stopped the objects from adjusting your camera view, but I took that off because I didn't like looking at the back of the shed like that. But it's still doing it. So I'm not sure why. Don't know why it's acting like that mod is still on there. So you may be wondering, Trigan, why are you and Growler cleaning off this harvester right before you're going to take it out and harvest the field?
Yeah, Growler's sort of wondering that. You're making extra work for Growler. It's just going to be dirty again in a minute.
No, it's actually not. It's actually not going to be dirty again at all. There's a ladder on the side. Climb up the side. There we go. Alright.
Alright, out to the field.
No, we're not going off to the field.
Why not?
Because I have plans. We're going this way.
There's nothing to harvest over here, unless you bought another field. That field is full of weeds.
Yes, it is. I'm not sure what they're growing over there, but they...
Yeah, to hell with that side.
Growler, you are a menace. Alright, so we're going to come right over here. We're going to park right here.
We have our own workshop. Why are you coming here?
Because I don't want to work on the workshop. I want to sell it.
What? Wait a minute, you're selling Growler's harvester.
Yep.
And a header.
Yep. That's because, Growler, we're going to come over here to Harvesters, and we're going to get this Massey Ferguson. GPS. Oh. No, I'm not going to monkey with it. I do want to test that out at some point. And then we can come here. And here's the header for the Massey Ferguson. There you go, Growler. You have a new harvester.
Yeah, it's about damn time. Growler's getting tired of that old-fashioned thing.
So I really had thought about trying to go up to the next level above this, which ranges anywhere. Well, here, we'll look at them. See, we got this one here, which we could have gone to a modern that would want the one that was about the same price that we'd paid already, just what, 20,000 more than we'd paid for our bison. But that really would be almost the exact same performance, which is why I went with the bison, because why not get the cheapest one? They're all pretty much the same. But I'd really been tempted to go up to one of this tier, the $300,000 tier. The T570 we got in the first series and was okay. I like the roster smash a little bit better because its header is I think it has a built-in trailer on it, which I thought was really cool. And then there's also, I hadn't realized until I was looking at that, there's this one here, which is even more. It's 350,000. It's the class one, which came with the class pack, which is again, it's got a little bit bigger tank, but other than that, it's about the same. But really, the big difference between the $200,000 trailer or $200,000 harvester and the $300,000 harvesters was that the headers are about 1.5 meters wider, and the tanks are a little bigger, and they go faster. Which would have been great, but right now with our money situation, I thought it would be better to hold off on that. So we're holding off on that. But let's go ahead and get in this guy, pick up our header, and go get started on these fields.
It's too bad you always cut away and these people don't get to see you doing this.
Yeah, it is. This is going to be an interesting challenge. There we go. Got it. What's this thing look on the inside? Oh, we got our little sidekick seat back. I think there's actually a mod to make it so you can have passengers in multiplayer. And so I guess they would just ride in that little side seat there. Oh, I'm going to go out to this view. Hello, car.
Alright, cut away till when we're done.
You know what? I think you're right, Growler. Maybe we should actually let them see this. So, you know, we're gonna start a little bit different this time. Growler, the signs.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't hit the light pole, Growler.
You wanted me to avoid the sign.
You're damaging the harvester we just bought. So this is not quite twice the width of the previous one. The previous ones we had, I think, were 4 meters wide. Let's look at it again. Actually, no, we need to look at the headers. The Bison's header was 4.2 meters. Yeah, which made it wider than the New Holland, narrower than the Roster Smash. This one is 7.6 meters, so it's not double, but it's pretty close to being double, so we should be able to get this done almost twice as fast. We also now can pick up this header, which is a sunflower header. I don't know if we want to do... We might do that. We might do that. Maybe we'll spend the 22.5 on it and plant sunflowers this time. I hadn't thought about that, but that's an interesting thought. We'll think about it. But for now, let's get to harvesting. Okay, so we finished this field, and that went pretty fast. But as you can see here, the hired workers,
Lance.
Lance, seem to have trouble with this last little bit. I've had trouble with this end of the field period. The with them getting down here with the fertilizer and all that sort of stuff. And I suppose I could just, now that the automated part is done, run the harvester down here to do this. But normally by now, I would have already started the cultivator going. So I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is trim off the end of this field. Just a little bit, just one little notch, enough to clear that off. But this thing does go so much, it's not really faster, but because it's such a wide field, actually, what am I doing? I want to go this way. God, I can't talk. It just seems to, I'm trying to drive and talk at the same time, and it's just not working. My brain can only handle one thing at a time. It's turning around too much. I think that's wasting a lot of its time. So I think I'm going to do something I wasn't going to do, which is merge these fields. But I don't want to wait for a worker to do this, to finish this field. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to harvest this edge and harvest the edge towards the road so that I can go ahead and do the plowing without having to worry about, accidentally killing off some of our crop that we have going here. This is a pretty nice crop. Soybeans, everything's grown well. The weeds are all taken care of. We've actually done pretty good. I haven't had too much trouble getting everything planted and fertilized and all that good stuff without having to do anything special with it. Now this field is a little bit narrower than the other field, so I am probably going to widen it. I'll widen it to match, and then we'll have to do a little bit of trimming on all sides to neaten it all up. So I am going to go ahead and actually go ahead and get the worker going. Let me out. Okay, let's run back over. Actually, let's teleport over, not to the train. Let's to here. And let's see what the prices are like. Okay, we have soybeans. The best prices are Fellsbrook. Okay. So, speaking of the train. Let's head out to the road here. Let's put the cover on. And we'll take this and drop it off at the train station. Which sort of means that we'll make our profit all at once on this, because I will go ahead and load up the silo at the grain station or at the train station, and then once our entire crop is full, which is all done, then I will go and take the train and make our profit. Let's go ahead and just get this dropped off real quick. We'll probably need to empty the harvester again. Growler, did you just take out another sign? I can't see.
Maybe. They shouldn't put them in Growler's way.
They need to put them where people can read them.
And people like this one,
Don't run over people, Growler.
because they're not real people.
That's a terrible thing to say. It's making me choke.
They're not real people. I can drive right through them.
Oh. God, excuse me. I am not going to get a... I'm not going to do the sunflowers just yet. We may do that later on. In fact, I've been thinking we would do that later on. I sort of like the sunflowers as a crop. And what's especially nice about it is that the sunflower header for this harvester isn't as wide as our regular header, it'll go half again as fast. It can harvest faster than it harvests grain. let's see. I think it's when it's coming back to this side that I need to get it. I hope it's right. It should be the right side. Don't know if I'm going to have the trailer in the right position. I've been having a terrible time getting trailer in the right position. And we just changed harvesters, so that's definitely going to change where we need to have this thing. No, what? Okay, well, forget it. We're not going to get it this time. Let's go over here. Actually, I want this guy. I can't remember. I guess these are actually identical vehicles, aren't they? Couldn't remember whether or not we had anything different between these two. Okay. We should be able to do this more or less with impunity. So, if you ever wondered, here's how you merge fields. Let's see. Can I change this thing? I swear you could switch direction on these things, but apparently not. Alright. Go down here, try to keep it lined up nice and even. And of course I forgot to turn on create new fields. Well, that wasn't terribly helpful, was it? Alright, we'll start on this side then. No, I think I've got to start on this side. Because create new fields, drop it, and now we'll drive along it. So yeah, you do need to remember to hit the Y, at least it's Y on my keyboard, to create new fields. You see now it says Y limit to fields, so if I press it again, it'll turn that back off. But you set it to create new fields, and then just drag it along where you want to create new fields. You do have to come out far enough for that. And then, it really seems like that didn't create as much as I intended it to. I'm going to try to keep my wheel lined up right along here. Alright, so this looks done. I'm just going to put this guy right here out of the way for the moment. Alright, we're going to get out now, and we'll see about trimming up this edge. So, go into landscaping mode. Get yourself turned around so you've got a comfortable view of things. We're going to need that. We want this. We're going to need to make this smaller. And we want it to switch to grass. So, oh, this is going to sort of suck. I'll have to... I guess I'm going to end up trimming off a bit of this at this end, too. Sort of sucks. I hate doing it, but I want it to be nice and neat. I will finish it when he's done harvesting, so we'll just do this for right now, and then come back to do the rest of it. You know, it doesn't actually look like we're trimming any of it off. It actually looks like we're creating more field. That's a little odd. See, because some of the grass, maybe it's just because the weeds are so overgrown there. I don't care about that. We'll leave that. Well, I was afraid we were trimming off. You know, what the heck with it. I'm just going to go ahead and continue on across here. Alright. You know, I probably should have squared this up. I'm actually still debating whether or not to take this section off. I'm going to try not to. But we'll see. If it gets to be a big problem, I will take it off later on. Let's see. Okay. This is why I went out so far with it, because I knew it was going to... I knew it was going to be a problem. Am I going to end up putting grass on there? No, I'm not. Okay, cool. Sometimes you end up putting grass growing on the pavement when you trim right near the edges like this. So I'm a little surprised that... You see, there we got a little grass growing. But surprisingly, it looks like we did a pretty decent job with this. And I like doing it with each individual thing, even though this is a pain in the butt to do. Because if you try dragging, you invariably... you know, don't drag completely straight, and then you end up with a mess that you have to go back and fix. Too often you have to go back and fix it with the plow, which I definitely do not want. This here looks like it's already perfect. Little spot here that's not. Or I must have... Because you can't hire a worker to do the field creation. You have to do that yourself. And, of course... I'm not so good at doing straight lines on these vehicles. I've seen people, YouTubers and stuff who play this, who have nice wheel setups and everything, but you know what? I don't have $400 to blow on a expensive wheel. And that tree is definitely going to be a nuisance. I may end up having to get myself a chainsaw and stump grinder to deal with it. Okay, and then this one, we are going to, actually, let's go ahead and enlarge this a bit. No, I'm going to trim a little bit off the end of this to get rid of that bit that it doesn't seem to be able to handle. So I haven't been getting good crops off from that little strip anyways, because the workers just don't seem to be able to hit it. Okay, we'll go back to small for over here. And we are going to... Now, we already trimmed that edge once before, so it wasn't a problem to trim it again. And then we'll just trim right along here for this. We're cutting a little bit more off that field, but I'm not worried about it. Oh, come on. You're not going to let me fix any of this. Let's try like this. Will it let me do it? Oh, let's try enlarging it. No. No, it's going to leave that funky spot because it doesn't want me to touch it. Okay. Well, whatever. Looks like we need to fix this, though. Okay. Alright, we got it all trimmed up. So now we have one large field, and it is already harvested. Man, that harvester went pretty fast. So let's go ahead and we'll take this guy. We'll take our plow and put it away. I haven't done a speedy up bit in a long time, so I hope you guys enjoyed the speedy up bit. Of course, I didn't see it speedy up. As of what I've seen right now, it was slowy down. Oh, here's something else I almost forgot about. We'll put that right there. This right here is back here because I'm not using it anymore. You can see I've got a bag of lime sitting out here, because why not? And I've got a bag of fertilizer right here, because, I figured out that you could unload this thing. And this does a lot better job of doing the fertilizer than having... Didn't I have two of these? Maybe I already sold one of them. Than having those. So I'm just going to get rid of that. But I am annoyed about one thing. After I bought this, I noticed this one. It's cheaper. It's wider to begin with. It doesn't need the extra stuff on the back to be wide. Doesn't have quite the capacity, but it's not really a convenient size. This one's not big enough to do both fields. Now it'll be one whole field. But too big for one, so I'm annoyed I didn't get that one. But this still works great for both. It's a lot faster at both jobs now. So we will go ahead and actually, let's just go ahead and get rid of it now. I'm not going to worry about cleaning it up. Garage. Where is it? Right there. And we will sell it. Goodbye. Alright, so that's gone. Now, let's jump to here. The edge of our field looks so nice and neat now. Someday what I would like to do, actually, is get this field here, but this is like $500,000. And all I want to do is I just want to widen this field to match that, so the whole thing is that width. In fact, we could possibly make the whole thing even wider, but that, if that ever happens, it's going to be much later in the game when we have a lot more money. Okay, so nope, this way, Growler.
Growler likes this new harvester. It's got a nice long tube.
Yeah, pipe, not tube. Ooh, turn on the flashy. Ooh, oh, it's got two flashies in the front and one big one in the back. Now, is our trailer going to be able to carry all of it? Looks like. Yeah, how about that? Our trailer is big enough and everything. Alright, so hopefully I might have to, stop and start the harvester when it gets to that point, and I think we're going to end up having to start now down there in that corner, but that's no problem. Turn the flashies off, Growler. But that's no problem. I don't mind doing that. Because it's just that one spot. I've already been having trouble, but I think I've solved it. That red tractor, when it's pulling the cultivator, it's been having trouble getting stuck down in the far right corner of that field there. Let's go ahead and close this. I hadn't noticed it lowers the header when you do that. I should have washed this. Oh well. Let's jump. No, I wanted this. Alright, cover this. Let's go ahead and go deliver our grain. I am running a little bit late. Alright, that actually worked out better than expected. Let's... Well, I'm not going to get that started. You guys know what all that looks like. In fact, I'm even going to skip this. What I want to do... Well, let's actually not skip all of this. Let's save some time. We're going to cut across this field. It's all weedy anyways. Who cares? It's a cruddy field.
You're ruining somebody's crop.
Yeah, well, we're going to buy that field from them. We want them to have a hard time. The last thing I want to do today is get rid of this.
What? You're going to get rid of one of Growler's... Wait, you're going to buy a new one, aren't you?
You betcha, Growler. So, here's what I want to do. We are going to get a new medium tractor, so we're not going to have a small tractor anymore. And this one has a really nice power for being a $110,000 tractor. Now, it doesn't have a front attachment, but it does have a built-in weight, which I think means I can get rid of that counter. I think I'll keep that counterweight I have, but, you know, I like it. I don't think I'm going to change anything on this. We're just going to buy it as is. So there we go. So we got a new harvester and a new tractor out of it. Now, next time I hope to be able to get us some... Oh, God, this looks so beautiful. Oh, look at the screen! That is so cool. I don't think I've ever bought a Star tractor. I don't think I ever have. I think we've had some of the steer tractors, and we've definitely have pretty much all of the other brands. Oh, I really like this tractor. Oh, it's got a little ride-along seat too. All right, but this for right now, it's going to remain being our wagon puller. But hopefully by the next episode, we'll be able to upgrade some of our other equipment, and then we'll have a new job for this. Maybe we'll even have enough money to buy a second new tractor. We'll see. It depends on how it goes. I have not put anything in the silo yet. So far, I've been getting good prices. I got 70 grand for that harvest. And look, we have almost 100 grand already. We might actually have enough money to buy one of the other things I meant to buy. Let's look in here. I don't know. I think this is one thing. Yeah, 132, 180. Isn't that the power on our new tractor? Wait, where is it? Where's the power on a new tractor? Oh, here. 132, 180. It is. It's $76,000. We can afford it. It's cedar. And we don't have to cultivate. Bam. Actually, let's not bam on too much yet. So this guy, I take it back. He's not going to be used for this because we just bought the new cultivator we want. New cultivator cedar does both, so we're not going to have to run two vehicles anymore. We'll be able to directly cultivate our field after sowing. So this, what I'm going to do right here is we're gonna just do it right here in the field. Unload. There we go. So now we will go sell this and pick up the other one. I'm going to run a little bit along so you guys get to see the new one. Sorry, I should have looked and saw how much money we had. We had a lot more money than I expected. I expected that we would have a little bit left over after this, but I did not expect to make 70 grand on that harvest. So that worked out really nicely. Okay, and we'll just drop you right here. Oh, we got a seed bag right here we can fill up, and this is going to have a much bigger tank. We'll be able to go a lot longer between. That one actually wasn't quite big enough to, actually, you know what, let's get some more seed over here. That one wasn't quite big enough of a tank to, do both of those fields before it needed to be refilled. I'm gonna need to move. Oh well, screw those cars. We're close enough. Growler, you're making a mess. Alright, we'll sell this guy. Goodbye. Yeah, I did not think we would have enough money to do that. Now, I could have gone ahead. Well, I couldn't have gotten the header. I could have gone ahead and gotten the... I don't know, we probably could have afforded the sunflower header and the... because that was only 22.5, right? And then we could have gotten a small planter for sunflowers. But I like this better, because this means that now we'll be able to do both our planting and our harvesting so much faster with these new pieces of equipment. I'm pleased. We got more than I expected we'd be able to get. I meant to pick up that other stuff, but all right, Growler, you go ahead and seed the... Hold on. What do we have it set for? Wheat. We don't want wheat. We're doing great by soybeans. We'll stick with soybeans. And you're not getting the edge of that field. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. That is it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, Growler, are you a girl again?
Told you Growler's gender fluid.
Fair enough. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, tickle that thumbs up button for me. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we will see you next time. Have a great day. Growler, why are you here?
Growler's time slot.
What do you mean your time slot? We don't like to do time slot things. It's like sometimes weekends are yours, sometimes the Lance's. It's just, it's the way it is. Alright, let's swing.
What are the arid badlands? What's that stupid looking thing?
That's a robot.
And what am I doing?
You're gonna be like an adventurer. They call them the vault hunters.
What's the ball?
Well, it's supposed to have all sorts of good stuff in it. Is it just me? You've been getting a little sun there, buddy.
Well, of course I've been getting a little sun. And I'm on these islands forever. You keep making me get naked and start over again.
Well, it's good for you. It builds character.